Now that the March sets have also been revealed, this is the time for a Ninjago buyer's guide for 2025's January and March wave. I'll be talking about my personal recommendations, the best way to get most of the figures, ones to wait for a sale on, ones to avoid, and at the end, I'll be talking about the sets I'll personally be buying. So, starting off with my personal recommendations, I honestly recommend all of the $10 sets this time around. Each of them has great value and a great figure selection. Of course, Zane's mech is the first one I'll recommend because the figure selection in that set is pretty good for the price. The spinners though are also really good for those people who won't be getting bigger sets because you get the exclusive Sora from there and a Kai figure from there as well, and they're also pretty good for just army building Dragonians as well. The next sets I'll recommend are the sets which, if you buy one, you don't have to buy the other, or so and so. These are the Spinjitzu double pack in Raz and Iron's Superstorm Jet. These two sets all include desirable figures, mainly with the Aaron, and if you haven't bought some of the more expensive sets from the June wave of last year, the Lord Raz as well. But I would say that if someone wants a bigger build, get the Aaron Jet. But if someone is on a budget and just wants the figures quickly, get the double pack. Finally, the last set I'm recommending here is gonna be Thunderfang, because the build here does seem pretty good and huge, and the figures here are also really amazing. Get Noct here, which Noct is exclusive to Zane Combiner mech right now, and I know he also shows up in a book, but books aren't widely released, so maybe some people won't have the book. And of course, it also comes with a Lloyd figure, an exclusive Aaron, an exclusive Dragonian as well. So honestly, this set is a very good one to pick up. But actually, these are the only sets I'll recommend to everyone, because there aren't really that many good sets this year, which also have a great build, great figures, and a great price. Now let's talk about the best way to get most of the figures. So first of all, I would recommend you get the Zane's Battle Mech just for the shirtless Zane, but it's fine if you don't want it either, as the main figures in that set, which are Drix, mainly Drix actually, can be found in the Arc Dragon, which you will need to buy the Arc Dragon. Now, you need about 5 sets to round out your collection, those being Sora Spinner, the Double Spinjitzu pack, the Dragonian Storm Village, Thunderfang, and the Arc Dragon of Focus. You will be basically missing nothing but the Golden Kai from the Spinner set, the Big Zane from the Zane mech, and if you don't buy the Zane's Battlesuit mech, you'll also be missing Shirtless Zane. But that's it, that's literally all you will be missing, and of course the Lord Ras as well. And I think that's it. I do not believe you would be missing anything else. So yeah, that clocks in at right about 240 USD. 250 if you want to also get the tiny Zane mech. It's a tough buy for 250, but you get basically every single figure by this method, so it's not that big of a deal. Now, for ones I would recommend waiting for a sale on, I'll start off with the Dragonian Storm Village. This set is very overpriced for 40, but I feel like it's still a good set to pick up if you mark it down to like 35 or 30. Save some money on Lego. Don't rush into the set. Yeah, the figures here are good, but the 40 is just kind of wild for this. Don't get it for 40. Next up is Lloyd's Forest Dragon. And if you don't want the figures here, like you really don't want that Lloyd, which I understand that, then again, wait for like a 20 to 30% off for this set. But if you still like the look of this set and you can look past the figures as well, it's not horrible for 20, it's fine enough because it's on the cheaper side. So it's not a large waste of money. So if you want this one, you want to go on day one, you're gonna get something, this is fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Another set I recommend getting on a sale is Kai's Mech Storm Rider. And I've come to the verdict on this set that it is low-key kind of good looking, and I like the look of it, but it's just a little bit overpriced. I think for 40 it would have been solid for the size and everything here, but I feel like 50 is just a little bit too much for this set. Honestly, I recommend this one if you can find it like for a sale. The last one I'll be recommending at a sale is the Arc Dragon of Focus. This set has a bunch of figures, but this build should be 98 max. 100 is just wild. A 20% sale on this set should do the job, honestly. But if you really want the set, again, it's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Now, for sets I completely do not recommend, it's sort of controversial, with Lloyd's pullback race car. And I get it. I can understand why someone would want this set. If you like cars and stuff, I like cars too. I think, there's a pretty good set for the car build itself. But I feel like with the figures as well, $25 is a bit too much as someone who doesn't care much about play features. Like, I love the fact that I can, have the pullback feature in the car. That's amazing. And I feel like kids would enjoy this a lot. But I buy Lego for displaying it. I don't play too much with it. So there's no point for me to get this set, especially because you can get that Lloyd figure from Better Ways. And speaking of Better Ways, next up is the 4+ set. If I had a nickel for every time someone has said this set's decent, I'd have 3 nickels, all because of 3 Lego ambassadors, and they are scamming you this time around. This set is horrible. Anyone telling you it's a good set to get the car and Lloyd is a scammer. Just save up for Thunderfang or the Arc Dragon. Don't buy this set ever. Like, yeah, you're getting cool pieces, but are you a mock builder? Look at yourself. Are you someone who goes out of your way to collect every single Lego piece and then create like a mock with it? If you are, then don't watch this buyer's guide, because this is for people who actually, spend their money on Ninjago for the figures, for the builds. They like the team as general. They don't like, do too much with it. So if you want to mock, maybe then get this set, but still do not get this set ever. And my third and final pick here, this is controversial, guys. I don't recommend anyone pick up the Saints Ultra Combiner mech if they don't like to get a big mech, and especially if you don't like the previous Combiner mech either. People are saying it's the best set of the wave. When I saw it in original pictures as well, I thought the same thing. I'm on the side though now, which thinks that this set is kind of ugly, and really the only reason I can imagine someone would want this set is because of the big boy Zane it includes. And other than that, there's no reason to get this set. If you really want the figures, get the Arc Dragon or just Bricklink the figures. The mech looks way too small for 100, especially when you compare it to something like Cole's mech, which was a lot bigger than this set. And of course that one had only 1 figure, but that's what happens when you have figures into its set. Like, this is the we have Cold Sun mech at home type situation for the mechs. And finally, what sets am I picking up? And honestly, this isn't the most conventional list, so the ones I'll be picking up at full price are Zane's Battlesuit mech, Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon, and Kai's Dragon Spinjitzu Spinner. Then for the sets I'll get on sale, these are going to be Dragonian Storm Village, Aaron and Ross Super Storm Jet, and finally Thunderfang. Now, I get it, this is not going to be a good one for most people because you're going to be missing out on Cone, you're going to be missing out on Pixel. But personally, I feel like these were the ones which I thought to myself, like, yeah, I want those sets, I like the builds there, I like the figures there. Of course, some of them I'll be getting on sale as well, but I like these sets which I'm picking up. And I might also get some of the other spinners as well on sale. But what are you guys' thoughts? Are there any sets you would like to see me get? Thanks for watching, and check out my video on the March sets right here. Once again, thanks for watching, and keep watching the channel, boys.